Good everyone, my name is Graphics. In this video, we want to reproduce the orthographic view that is displayed at the right hand side of the screen in isometric projection. Now when you hear the word isometric projection, the first thing you should do is for you to draw your isometric axis, right? You draw your vertical axis this way, right? That's for y-axis. And you draw that of x-axis this way. And you draw that of, this is your x-axis here. And this is your z-axis. Now, if you look at the diagram closely, this is the front elevation and this is the plan because it is in first angle projection, right? So in first angle projection, the front elevation is always on the top. That's where my arrow is pointing. Now, what is the total height? The total height here is giving us 102, right? How did I get that? This 25 here from plus this 13 plus 64 will give us 100 and what? 102. So I'm going to measure my entire height to be 102 from this point here. So 102, and I place it this way from 0 to 102. This 100, this 102 here. You can see that. And the entire length is given to be from here to here is 108. 108 plus 19, right? Then plus 25. That taken out, that will give us 152, right? How did I get the 25? The radius of this circle here is from here to here, which is the same thing as saying from this point to this point, and that is 25, right? Now from this point to this center point here is 108. Then from the center to the end is what? 19. That's why I said 108 plus 19 plus 25, right? And that's 152. So the length here is given as what? 152. So I'll measure 152 from here. So if I should use this will be better. I'll start from 1. So my 1 is 0, right? The 1 here is given as what? 0. So I have 152. So let me take it to this level a little bit. All together. So I'll measure 152 from here. So let me just take this manner. This is 10. From 1 is 0, right? 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 110, 120, 130, 140, 150, 152 is here. Hope you can see that. 152 is here. Let me move it still in this direction here. That is my 152. I just measured it from 1 to 16.2. That is 152. So let's move forward. Now, after we've done that, the next thing that we should be doing here is to measure the width here. And the width will be given as if you look at it closely from the plan, you get the width, and they're given as 76. So from here, I'll measure 76 all together. So let's measure 76 from here, from 0 this is 70, 75, 76 here. You can see that. So we'll move forward. Now, I'm going to take this point upward. right? It's 76 here. So I'm going to take it upward a little bit. So from here, this will go up. Right? And this also will go up. You can say that with your faint line, not with your thick line. Is that taken? Now I will not take what I did here and I did here, I will do it here. So with the help of my 60° set square on my t-square this way, I'll project this point, right? Straight down to this point. Let me bring it down so you see what I'm talking about. Hope you can see that. So I'll do the same thing here too. From here to this point. You can see that? And I should be able to close here up too. Make it here. So I'll close it up. Then do the same thing here too. And I'll close it up. Hope you can see that. So this is what we have here. I've brought out the box, the entire length I told you earlier, the entire height, and what the entire width. So what we'll do next from the diagram here is to start drawing from this side here. So let's start. From here to here is thickened, right? So I'm going to thicken that aspect. I'll use my metal rule and I'll thicken from here to here. So you can see that. Now the next one is from here down, as in this point to this point is 13. I'm going to measure 13 here. So I'm going to measure 13 at that point from 0 to 13. This 10, 11, 12, 13. Right? And I'll take it in this way. Faint line first. You can see that. Now the entire thickness here from here to this end here, you can see from the plan here to here, is going to be what? 50. So I'm going to measure 50 from this point. So 50. From 0 to 5 is 50. That again, and I'll bring that point down this way. Right? Then I'll now measure the thickness again, 13. Again. This is 10, 11, 12, 13. And I'll close it up this way. And the thickness again from here to here is 13, which is 13. So I'll measure 13 again at this point. Hope you can see that. Then I will thicken it. Place your t-square, your set square, your t-square, and you move from here to here. You can decide to just chamfer it a little bit, not necessary, but you can just do it. Then I can thicken from here to here. And I can also thicken from here to here. Then I can thicken from here to here. You can see that? Then I can actually bring down from here to here. Then I can take this in from here to here. I can actually bring this in. Now, before that, we have a thickness from here to here. They are not at the same level, right? So here should be, you measure the distance from here to here is 15 and here is 19. So 50 minus 19 will give us what? 31. So I have to measure 31 from this point. Is that taken? So let's do that. So that means I'll measure 31 from here, from 0 to what? 31 here. This is where I'm going to stop it. So I'll need to remove this thickness here. So let's do that and see. So this is where I am going to take in from this point here. Then I'll take it in. You can see that. I'll close here up very well. So we'll move forward. Then here also, I'm going to close it up this way. Faint line first. Start taking. Now we're moving forward. So the next one is that at the height from here to here of 25, I'll measure. So measure 25 from here. At the height of 25, from 0 here to 25. This 25 here. From that point, I'll now measure 13 again. You can see my arrow from here to here. This 13. Is that again? So that is my 2 points here. So if I should bring this end down this way, I will just take this point from here to here, faint line, and this to here. So from that end, I'm going to take this to come and touch the end here, and I'll take this down to come here. Is that taken? Now, and I'll take this way too, then here too, using my instrument. You can see what I'm doing. Now from here to here is from here to somewhere around here, because the plan looking it from the top, and that is 38. So I'm going to measure 38 from 0 to 38 here. Are we good? And I can actually thicken it. And I can actually bring it down. And I can actually close it up. Then here also, close it up. Can you see that? Now the next thing I am going to do, then from here, I'll bring it straight down to come and touch here. So let's do that and see. From here to come down here. Then from here to You can see that. So we still move forward, and this is going in. I can take this in, taking it, going in. Start taking, and I can actually bring this down here. You can see that. Then I can actually close it up. Now the next thing is that we're doing here is that we have a circular figure here. Is that taken? Now to get to the center of that figure, this is what I'm going to do here. The thickness of the figure is 13 from here to here 13, so I'm going to measure 13 at this point here. So from 0, this is 13 here. Then I'll take it backward this way. Now since the radius here from the center to this point is 25, meaning the length is what? 50. So I'll measure 50 at this point. 0 to 5 is 50, and the center is 25. And I'm going to take it up like this, right? And the height from here to the center of this figure, from here to here, is given to be what? 64. So from the baseline here, I'll measure 64. So from 0 to 64, 60, 64 here. That is the height, so I'll close it up there. You can see that. So I'll just take here up to, I'll close it up to, number is on my set square. Then I'll take it up. And here. See what I've done? So this line is the center of that figure. Now since the center, this is what we have here. Let me show you. Center is 25. We measured half of this. And I'll take it up this way. So this is the center here. So what I'll simply do here is, let's see something from here to here, say 25. I have to measure it right. Let's do that again. 25 on your meter rule. Let's measure that again. From 0 to 50. Can you see that? And this is 25 here. So we're on point. Are we together? So what we'll do now is, if from here to here is 25, so from here to here is 25 at this point. So from this point here, so from this point here, 25 to this point to what? 25. So I'll mark up here. Can you see that? I'll mark up and I'll mark down the same thing here. So I'll make it form a box this way. So I'm going to take a set square. At that point I measured, I'll just draw a line this way. Can you see that? And I'll complete it up. And I'll complete it up again. You can see that? So what I'll simply do is, using ordinate method, I want to control the arc, the curve there. So I have this. Join the longest diagonal. Take a point from here. touch this. Take another one from here to touch this. So where they meet will be the point that I want to draw my circle. So when I place it at this point here, I'll be able to connect these 2 points here. These 2 points here. You see that? Then I'll come here too. I'll do the same thing. I can easily thicken it out. Let me thicken it out so you see. You can see that? And I'll just thicken from here to here. I'm also thicken from here to here. You can see that? And also I'll do the same thing here too. So what I will just do is I'll just extend this to this point backward, right? So if I've done that, where this meets this line meets here, you can see they connect it to this point this way. Now you transfer the point. So if I place my t-square, my set square, my t-square this way, this point I will transfer it to this line, the inclined line I drew. This point I'll transfer it to this line also, the inclined line I did. So now I can easily combine both of them. So what I will do, I'll place it here. I'll take it to this point and I'll draw this way. Can you see that? Then I'll place it at this point here because I use this to get this arc. So I'll use this to get the other arc here. I'll just stop here. So I can easily thicken it out now. So let me thicken it out so you see what I'm talking about. You can see that? And I will just close it up. Right? And I'll bring it down. And I will close here up. You can see that? Now the next thing I'll do is the circle in between here. And this other circle is 11.25. 11.25, right? Mean 12.5. Because we have diameter of 25, so half of it is 12.5. So my meter rule, I'll just measure 12.5 this way. From 0 to 12.5. Is there 12.5 here? So I'll place at the center. I'll mark up, mark left, mark right, and mark the bottom. All together, and I'll use it to form a box out. So this is the box I want to form out here at this point and at this point, right? And at this point, or this point I marked. So one of the easy way you can do is to look for a circle that will best fit in this place, or you just construct it. Is that taken? So I can actually use my French curve here to look for the best ellipse that will fit into this box. If I use this look like the best ellipse that will fit into this box. Hope you can see that. So I'll just draw this out. That is the circle that is there. And I will just take this way from here to here. Alright. And what else again should I do? That is all we have there. Still remaining some of them, so I'll just take him from here to here. Then from here to here. Right? And there's a circle at this point here. So to get to that circle, that center circle, I'm going to measure 108 from this center. Right? 108 from that center. So how will I get the center? This is what I'll just do. This is the center here. Right? I'll transfer it to this point. So from that point, this is also the center here. I'll just take it up. This is from that point here, I'll measure 108. 108. So I'll come here and I'll measure 108. This is 0. So from 0 to 108. This 108 here. That is where the center of this circle is. So I'll just draw that up from this point. That is where the center will be of the circle. Is that again? So after that, you've done that to get where the circle is you're going to measure 38. They are 38 millimeter apart. So if you remove 38 from here to here, right, it's giving us 76. And if you remove 38 from 76, you'll be having still 38, right? So what you do is this. You get the center of this figure, which is 38, and you measure 38. You measure 18, right? You measure 19 to the left and 19 to the right, this way. So if I should measure 38 from here, from 0, this is 76, right? And this is 38 here. How good? That's the center of the figure. So if I should get the center here of this line, so from that line I'm going to measure 19 to the left and 19 to the right. That will be 38. So from here I'll measure 19, 0 to, this is 10, this is 19 here, right? This is another 10, this is 19 here, right? So that will be the center of my circles, those two circles you're seeing. So I'll just draw long, short, long, short, long, short. Here also long, short, long, short, long, short. So it's at this point here now I'm going to draw my circles. A circle has a radius of diameter of 13, so meaning 6.5, and it's very small, so small. So let's just see what will happen. 6.5, you measure it on your meter rule this way, 0, and this is 6.5 here, right? So I'm going to place it here. So from here I'll mark 6.5, then here also 6.5, 6.5, and also 6.5 in all direction. You can see that in all direction. So these are the points that we're actually after in all direction. So you to form a box. This box, this box too. Alright, this box too from here. and I am going to close it up here. That is where my circle will end. So I'll transfer this in center point from here to this point here. And I'm going to block it up here at this point here. From here to here. Can you see that? So that's where my circle will be. So it is very small and you can just from here to this end. You're having this. From here to this end. You're having this. Here also. You're having this. You're having this. So it's so small. So I'll just sticking it out. So this is what you're going to be having. So we successfully reproduced the figure. This you can see on the right hand side of the screen. And this hidden line here, saying this hidden line is this point and this point. You can see it on the top. So I can easily just tick in everything that we have here, right? I'm just taking it, everything that we have here. And if you decide to draw out the chamfer, as in the fillets, there are some arcs at different ends here, right? There's some arcs at the different ends here. You can just do this, right? Depending on what you want to do. Now, if you look at this circle now, it's actually going through from diagram. You're seeing hidden line here, right? So what I'll just do here is simple. I'll just come to this point and I'll use my pencil. I'll take it in, right? Take my compass and take the thickness from here to here. Place it at this point and I'll mark. So where this point is, that is where my true goes in. Remember that when I was doing this, I used this, right? So I'm going to move it into that point of the circle and I will have this. You can see that. That is one. And I'll do this too, but it's too deep that no matter what I do, let me show you. If I should come here and I take this in, and I'll take the thickness here, which is 13. And once I place it here, it is not going in. It's almost at the same level as this, even here too. So I can't do that. So this is what we have here. We have successfully reproduced the figure that you can see at the right hand side of the screen in isometric projection. So if you have found it helpful, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and also share the video. Thanks for watching.